I mean, I would make out in a coffin. I haven't, but I don't. But
Trying to
I'm
think.
not.
Look at me trying to think if I have or haven't. I mean, I've been in many coffins for whatever reason. Don't ask. But
Wow, I've no. I don't think I've ever laid down in like a legit coffin. Like I haven't, like
oh,
like.
okay. I've had a life. I've had a life, Julia, before. Yeah. Anyway,
I know.
is
I love your life. Your life is amazing.
it's a weirdo life. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I've been in some coffins, but I have not made out in any yet.
Welcome to Horror Movie Survival Guide, Disco Citizens, the podcast where gorehounds
and best friends Terry Gamble
and Julia Marchesi break down a different horror movie each week,
exploring a multitude of genres, subgenres,
and subgenres,
classic and cult,
international
and underground flicks alike, determining which films are the goriest,
and offering up Horror Movie Survival Guide tips
to help you stay alive. Oh my God, welcome to another fine episode of Horror Movie Survival Guide, Disco Citizens. I'm one of your trusty hosts, Julia. Just kidding, I'm Terry. I was tricking and treating them because it's Halloween time, Julia.
Yeah, finally. What I wait for all year. It's always Halloween in my heart. Yeah,
it's
I know.
Your
but
time.
This is when I really come alive. It's my town. We're going to celebrate all month with Halloween themed films, starting off with 1988's Night of the Demons. Title of this episode is All Alone in Wonderland. Tagline for this movie. Ready for it? Angela is having a party. Jason and Freddy are too scared to come, but you'll have a hell of a time. Damn, call out Jason and Freddy. This was written by Joe Augustine.
They said, we're going to go harder than those guys. They said, watch out. They threw down the gauntlet. They said, we're going to go crazy with this. That's wild.
Yeah. So this is directed by Kevin Tenney, who also directed Witchboard. I just went a couple of weeks ago to go see Witchboard at Killer Fitness, where he was there talking about Witchboard and this movie. And he pretty much just was a film school wonder who got plucked right out of he got real movie deals when he's still in film school. He's a junior in film school. And so he was this wonder kid who came up and did Witchboard. And then this was his follow up to Witchboard.
Oh, this is incredible. This is a great follow up.
Witchboard
has that college residue on it, if you will. I think we talked about that before when we covered it. But that's incredible. I'm glad you got to see him at Killer Fitness too. Shout out to our friends at Killer Fitness as well. I just took a class there finally this last week. I worked out, Julia, and it was actually really delightful because the class is kind of themed and they do a little bit of okay, if you're Laurie Strode, how are you gonna it's anyway, they put you in the mindset you're on set and you're about to do the scenes and stuff like that. It's very cute. So if you are someone like me who is maybe a little workout averse, it is actually very delightful, and I didn't hate it. So that's a big recommendation for me. To go maybe take a class and check out their screening schedule as well.
Yes, they do film screenings there as well, and comedy and whatnot. So I do have some alternate titles from different countries for this movie, which are both delightful. Yeah. Halloween Party gets right to it. Yeah. Or this one, I kind of prefer Demon Boogie. I was Demon Boogie.
You love the boogie.
I love the nightlife.
We love to boogie on the disco round. Oh yeah, we do. And also I don't know, I think about Oogie Boogie now and the Oogie Boogie Bash that they have at Disney and stuff like that too. There's nothing like boogieing down on Halloween. That's pretty cute. And it's the boogeyman, and that's kind of cute too.
Yeah.
I like it.
People dancing in Halloween costumes always a delight. So I also delight animated title sequences, and this has one.
Yeah, it reminded me of a Brendan Haley's kind of style, stylistically, it's really beautiful and has that fun little retro. I don't know, I love it. The vibe is very cute, and we love an animated sequence intro. Give it to me, 80s.
Yeah.
80s for the animated intro. Bring them back.
I'm sure somebody has done a supercut of 80s animated title sequence. Because
I'm sure we could ask our friend Matt Dinan. I feel like that would be something.
Ooh,
he probably, if he hasn't done one, he will do it.
His next video for us. Yeah.
Because he's doing a Halloween supercut as we speak right now that we're very excited to see revealed this next week. So,
yes, incredible. We are. Yes, we are. Okay, so let's open on Grumpy Old Man. Hates the world, hates kids, but kids are being, because they're being pretty mean to this old man. And then you kind of feel bad for this old man. And then you're oh, no. Old man is got some apples, got some razor blades, gonna have a party tonight.
Yeah, he is gonna be one of those people that you check your candy. He's a check your candy kind of house, right? Mm-hmm. I also get that he's he's literally cursing them like as they're going by. These damn kids. And, a girl offers to help. She seems very sweet. We had a little save the cat moment. And that's our dear Judy, who's like just a delightful little like ingenue little face, little like bright eyed and just like, oh, I was like, oh, that's our girl right there. She's an angel,
Yes,
little blood
she is.
angel. And he refuses this little sweet angel's help. And I was like, oh, that's how you know he's actually really bad. And he says, those kids will get what they deserve. All them kids out there staying up all night, drinking, dancing, whatever they're doing. But Judy gets home and she has to deal with her family who are annoying as hell, her little brother. Oh my goodness.
If you're in the 80s and you have a little brother, he's got to be like this. Like this is you given everything you want from an 80s younger brother who's going to hide in your closet, comment on your tits, like insult your boyfriend, insult his mother.
Yeah, so awkward though. I'm always like, why do they always talk about their boobs? This is such a weird 80s trope thing of that little brother. I'm just like, oh, it's so uncomfortable to watch now.
Well, yeah. So she is a popular girl and she is going to be going to the dance. So this is Kathy Podwell as Judy. And then Lance Fenton, who plays Jay, I've only ever seen him in Heathers. I didn't know he was in anything else. It was a delight to see him. He's one of the jocks that they kill. And so he was in this as well. And he is just like, giving you like Pretty in Pink Blaine 80s Steph douchebag, like giving you like, no, not this guy. Right.
And he shows up not in costume to pick her up. And I was like, step one, you invite me to a Halloween event and you say dress up and you show up not in costume. That is a red flag for me because I'm looking very, very cute in my costume. Judy is decked out in her cute little Alice in Wonderland, looking like a cute little dream.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Just adorable.
But, I mean, I think the problem with this movie is it hinges on the plot of you have Angela, who is the weirdo that nobody likes at school, right? And she is now throwing a party, and all of these people come. And I'm like, would these people come? I understand that like the school dance is lame, but these people, I think the premise is hard to swallow. I'm like, these people wouldn't go to this party if they were invited, but here we are. Let's pretend they're going to go to this party.
Another party, like someone else, like I feel like one of their Richies would like have a party, right? Yeah. That's what it feels like. It feels like they should be at some other thing. I totally feel that. And then when they get there and there's nothing there and like, it's quiet. I was like, oh, I would be like, this is a setup. Let's get the heck out of here. Like Judy says right away. And I was like, yeah, Judy's right. Like, this is weird. Why is it all quiet? Like, I don't want to go in here. And I don't want to be scared right now. Yes, I get that she's the witchy lady or whatever, and this is probably her time, but I don't want to be in this, right?
It's like Christmas to her, they say.
Yeah.
She's into witchcraft and creepy stuff. And the house is the legendary Hull House, which is of local urban legend about this, always a family where one of them goes mad and they kill everybody else. And
but it's not just any house, it's a mortuary. So it's not just a regular house. So there's not just them as the family that's passed on. And there's also like the whole legacy of all the other people that got embalmed there. So it's a haunted space and many layers.
And they do have running water going all the way around the building because evil spirits can't cross running water. That Dracula is famously like, obviously Dracula can cross running water because he goes from Romania to England, but it's like makes them
because he's on water
uncomfortable. Though. Yeah, but
isn't that why?
I guess so. So it's not
like in the boat.
So if I just like there's like a tiny stream in front of him, he'd be like, I can't do that, man. I can't cry. I can't walk over that. That seems like that's
very
Dracula's power. There's like a gutter. He can't step over it. Like
so his kryptonite is like a little baby gutter. That's a really funny short or like a movie right there. Like that would be such a funny movie to be like, he's like, oh, trickle, trickle, trickle. I can't cross.
Look at this movie ideas by Fast and Furious in this episode.
Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. So yeah,
we also have the trio in the car. This is Alvin Alex. This is Rodger. We have Stooge, played by Hal Havens, and then the other girl's name
Helen. Yeah,
and so Allison Barron
and Rodg.
Yeah, and Stooge.
What's her name?
Helen. Her name is Allison Barron.
But Stooge is literally the most cursed character, but he's like the wannabe Eddie, right? Like he's like trying to be Meatloaf from freaking Rocky Horror.
I was thinking he was trying to do more like Jim Belushi and Animal House.
It's a combo of the two, right? Because I feel like he wants to be like the sexy guy that's like later on, like when they're trying to make him like
sexy but Eddie is sexy. And Stooge isn't. So I guess, yes, he is trying for that and not getting it. But yeah, Eddie is fucking sexy. So
he's one of my favorites.
The car breaks down, so they have to walk to the place, and so we meet everybody. There's also Franny and Max, who are played by Jill Terashita and Philip Tanzini, and so we have our crew and Angela and Linnea Quigley. Now, Linnea Quigley, we know and we love. Her horror workout, legendary. She's been in so many horror movies. Her intro in this movie, applaud. Just stunning clerks with her bent over delicious bottom, and they are in a trance, not noticing how much Angela is stealing. Pretty good ploy.
They don't even care. I mean, it's just like, I mean, she is the bait, right? Like, she is like a hot.
She's a honey trap.
She is a honey trap. She's a full honey trap. And I adore her. And she is beautiful. And they're all at this house. And they're like, is this really a party? They also run into Sal. This is the other guy who was like in love. Did we talk about Sal yet? He, no, we haven't. The guy who's in love with Judy as well. Apparently they went out at least once. And so he's been stuck on her ever since. And so it's kind of like tete-a-tete. He's, not Ducky, but he's like in that spot, if you were doing a Pretty in Pinker, where we have, her Blaine guy with her J, and Sal is the guy from the Crossed Tracks. But he gets roped in this madness, and he really shouldn't have been there because he wasn't actually invited. So I feel kind of bad for him because he didn't need to be there. But he's a full idiot. And so even though he was warned not to go by Judy's little brother, of course he's like, yeah, shut up, little kid. I'm going to this freaking cool party. And he ends up at that party too, and mixed in with all of these people. And
but really, like, besides Rodger, all of the men in this movie are just dickheads, just terrible humans. Like, and I'm like, Sal's okay, I guess, but not really. Like, I don't have any sympathy for any of these guys.
Yeah. Well, I had a little bit just because Sal wasn't supposed to be there, and Rodger obviously too because he's a pure soul and we love him. And he's like, I am a preacher's kid. I am not supposed to be messing with demons, and here we are playing these like kind of party games. So they want to play this party game. After they've been dancing around in their Halloween costumes, Julia, just for you.
Yeah.
They got a little strobe light. They got a little, it looks like actually looks like a cool party. I'm like, this decor is actually not bad in this room. Like the little lights and like the stuff, the way they have it set up. I was like, oh, actually, okay. After they outside where it looked like nothing was going on, they had a cute little setup inside.
And table of snacks. So,
Yes.
There's and of course we have our very poignant moment about the lighter in which Judy puts down on the table.
Chekhov's lighter?
Reprimands her because the spirits don't like it when things are messy, and so she puts it in her pocket, and maybe that'll come in handy later. And honestly, the party could have just been a party, but then the music cuts out. And then there's no more party.
Because the boombox apparently wasn't charged up enough because they don't really have electricity out there. We buy that?
We learn later that was her cutting that off. That was the house or whoever it was cutting that off.
Clearly, because they still have strobe later. Light. Yeah. So, and they still have some other like lighting effect in the room, and obviously candles and stuff too. So they decide to play a little gaming game where they look in the mirror and try to conjure up their past life selves. I was like, oh, this game sounds scary. And I would say no.
Yeah, it would be pretty terrifying because, like, what are you hoping to see? It's not going to be good. But they don't really specify when they want to see their past selves or what's going to happen. So anyway, the mirror goes black and Helen ends up seeing a horrible face, which is a flash of her dead face for later in the film, and she freaks out and the mirror falls and smashes. But
you also see like a weird dragon thing too. That's
the dragon demon thing.
So it's like a dragon demon that you're like, that's not anybody, hopefully, but like it's kind of creepy looking.
Is it a hellbender? I'm just shouting out my hellbender shirt that I'm wearing.
Oh my god,
today.
It could be a hellbender. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my
if you haven't seen the movie with the Addams Family, please watch. It's so good. So the shot, I think my favorite shot in the film is them all in the broken mirror glass.
Yeah.
Where like it's just perfect. Like everybody's exactly where they need to be. I'm sure it took forever to stage that shot, but it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like that's some shit that would be CG'd now, and that's unfortunate, but that looks so cool in that shot. Mm-hmm. And so they freak out, but they're like, no. We could still play around and, figure it out. But of course, as things go on, they're going to have to split the parties because people want to get frisky because it's Halloween and they want to go off and see what they can do.
But before they do that, they do hear noises from the basement, and then there is a chill in the room and horrible stench. And the thing, whatever it is, the monster cam thing, goes into Linnea Quigley, whose her character's name is Suzanne, goes into her mouth. And so now we know things are going to go crazy. She ends up, they do talk about the house being possessed, not
and having
haunted.
a demonic infestation. This is where we get into that, which I was like, oh, you're talking about demons now. And they talk about the difference. This is where they lay it out, right? Between demons and like versus possession, right? And so they're like, or demon possession versus like ghost. Do you want to give us any of that lore, Julia?
Yeah, so they said it's a house.
Of
course, they said it's a house of the dead, and they said the ghosts of people haunted is ghosts of people, and possessed is demons, which or entities that have never been human. So they've only existed in a spirit plane, and that's all. So they're not coming from a human place.
Yeah, and they also don't know how to act like proper humans and things like that too. So if things go pear-shaped or really weird, that's usually a demon versus something that's like still feels kind of human-esque. That would be more of a ghost, right? Because it's had the human experience. So Rodg is like, I want to get the heck out of here. I am a preacher's kid. I know about this stuff. And before it gets too late, before this gets even weirder, and before the demons really start doing their thing, I'm going to leave. And Helen's like, no, I'm good too, because I don't want to be in this possessed, not haunted house. And so they're like, no, we got to get out of here. But Suzanne is already definitely possessed. As well,
and she gives them Angela's car keys. Which I was like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? But she knows, being possessed now, that they're not going to get out. That the gate that they went through in the beginning of the movie has mysteriously disappeared. Gone.
It's closed.
Yes.
So the gates have been closed around the home. So Stooge and Sal are left with Suzanne as everyone tries to go off to their respective places. And Suzanne, between Stooge and Sal, chooses Stooge, and Sal is flabbergasted because he's a much sexier bohunk in his own mind, and also in my mind too, compared to Stooge. But she's like, Stooge is sexy. I want him. And you're like, oh no. Stooge is about to get it. By get it, I mean like get murdered or something. So she takes him off and goes off to the bathroom together.
Right. But right before that happens, she kisses Angela. We do get a push-pull of her kissing her and transferring some of what's inside of her to her as well.
She shares the demon. They're both now possessed. Yep. And that's a pretty hot moment. And they're like, oh, even the guys are like, oh, okay. Hey. We got a little floor show tonight. Okay. These girls really weren't lying about giving us a little show tonight for Halloween. So the rest of them explore the house, and then we get a little moment from Max, who I adore, and Franny, one of my little favorite couple here that we haven't really talked about very much yet. And Max, of course, has the lore. He's a nerd boy, and he's like, yes, talking about the Indian tribes versus the white settlers and like what happened in this area before. Don't you know the history of this town and of this area and of this specific spot? And we find out, there's been a lot of other stuff that happened there that was pretty bad in the past, where an indigenous person who had gone off from his tribe to find his own place ended up settling there, and it was a problem. He ended up murdering his family and eating his like wife's interest. It was like a whole effed up like side quest. I was like, oh no.
They just kind of mention it in passing very gorily and then go back to, I was like, oh, okay.
And then you go back to that, and then they go back to like making out and trying to be cute, and you're like, oh god. Because Jay is like, thanks for that creepy story. Now get out of here. I want to make out with Judy. And he like sends Franny and Max off, and they go end up in a coffin to make out.
I mean, I would make out in a coffin. I haven't. But I don't. But I'm not.
Look at me trying to think if I have or haven't. I mean, I've been in many coffins for whatever reason. Don't ask. But
wow, I don't think I've ever done in like a legit coffin. Like I haven't. Like
okay. Like, I've had a life, Julia. Before yeah. Anyway,
I know. I love your life. Your life is amazing.
It's a weirdo life. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I've been in some coffins, but I have not made out in any yet.
But Helen is getting
down for it though. Give me a call. Let's try.
Helen is getting existential out by the gates because she feels like they've already died and now they're in hell and they can't get out. And so Rodger is not having that. They're trying as hard as they can. Now we have Angela.
Yeah, they're having that no exit moment where they're like, "Are we already dead?" Yeah, yeah.
Jay, meanwhile, our yuppie Richie is mad that Judy won't put out. So he hightails it,
pressuring the heck out of her. And I like that she's holding her ground. I respect her so much for that, because we know if she's going to survive an 80s teen slasher, she's got to say no to sex. And so it's just like, girl, you got to survive the movie. Say no. And so he leaves her. Like,
yeah, because he thinks that she's already done it with Sal, but he's just insinuating, and she's like, I went on one date with him. Like, you think I went up with him? And then he says, did you? He's like, oh, you don't get to know. No, I'm not going to tell you either way. So good for her.
But he's also like, one date is all it takes. And I'm just like, ew, this guy's so gross. And so when she says no, he leaves and he goes to try to hook up.
And she gets locked in the room where she is. So now she's trapped in that room. Linnea is starting to transform now as Angela does a Bauhaus Goth-tober-tastic dance number. Every movie's better with a dance number. Wow. I know.
I want this dress. I want this whole outfit. I want this look. This is a great Halloween costume. I
was thinking that when I was watching it. I was like, yeah, this would be awesome.
It's so
but you got to do the twirl so you can see the garters up top. I mean, that's part of the costume.
That's why it's so good. She is suited from top to tail and inside and outside. She's looking hot, hot, hot. It is the best little goth moment. And by the fireplace on Halloween night, like as a demon with like a cool like crown on your head, and like you're losing your mind a little bit, but you're still sexy because you haven't fully demon faced yet. So it's pretty great with the strobe by the fire. Incredible work. So Stooge sees this and is like, whoa, he's back for Angela, because he's like, he was like, no, Suzie wouldn't let me in it was weird, got weird over there. She wouldn't let me in the bathroom. She's still in there, like doing her thing, transforming and being weird. And so he was like, Sal was like, watch out, she's kind of weird right now. He's like, don't worry, it's not the weird ones. My mama told me it's not the weird ones you got to look out for. And he leans into it, and I was like, his mom is right.
His mom is right.
Spitting some knowledge right here, because weird girls are the shit. And I, as a weird person, I relate and agree.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about us, man. We're friendly as fuck.
Yeah.
Didn't your mama teach you
maybe
nothing?
He did have to worry about this one, because she's not just a weird girl anymore. She's a demon possessed girl. And so she goes in to make out with him, and she's going to eat his tongue out.
Yeah, she bites his tongue out. So much blood, so good. We find Linnea Quigley, who is now in a storage closet of some sort. Then she has a lipstick that she's drawn all over her
still, because it's like not, because it's not, remember the whole house is like fucked up because it's like under construction-y.
Right.
It's still the corner of the bathroom, and she is fixing her face.
Fixing her face, which means drawing all over her face with lipstick. And then there is a amazing tit shot. Linnea Quigley, we love you. And while she runs the lipstick around her nipple, she then inserts it into her nipple. And they're like, oh,
yeah,
no.
Her boob eats it. I was like, those boobs look fake. And then I was like, for a second, I was like, they looked great before. They still look great. I mean, they're incredible boobs. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Linnea Quigley, shout out to your boobs. Mm-hmm. I salute your boobs.
As well.
So horror boobs, love them.
Love them.
But I was like, these are out for no reason. I was like, oh, the reason is because it's a sight gag. And so they're about to stick that lipstick inside it. And that is the most distressing, beautiful, weird horror moment. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Those are scary kind of boobs. Like, those can eat you.
The rest of the movie isn't this much body horror stuff. And it was just like an odd jaunt into like a Cronenbergian territory where I'm like, whoa, okay, here we go. And then Jay's going to come in and be like, hey. And she's like, hey. He's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, because she's out, even though she looks crazy, he's still like, oh, she's game. Okay, cool. Like, he's like, what kind of, like, and also Sal also had saw it and noped out and was like, what kind of drugs you on? Like, you also look crazy. Like, Angela was crazy. You look crazy now too. So I like the difference between how these guys are interacting with these girls too. Like, if you getting kind of different stories. But yeah, Jay's going to go for it. But in the meanwhile, Max and Franny are in a coffin hooking up and finding it awkward. Like, oh, it's more awkward than the back of a VW. But they are going to get it, because now Stooge is part of this party. He's going to come and fuck him up real good. And he smashes the freaking coffin down on them. And they get smushed together into the coffin. So maybe don't do it in the coffin.
Her boobs are so nice. It's so sad.
It's devastating.
I know. So Jay does get on Suzanne, and she ends up squishing his eyes out with her thumbs.
Well, yeah, because she's like, why are you looking at me? Is my makeup bad? And she's so worried about it. And you're like, oh, girl, he don't care about your makeup right now. You're writing him. He's fine. Like, but she's not herself.
Yeah.
She's a freaking demon. And so she's, squeezes his eyes out beautifully.
Gonna get squished. Rodger has, realizing he can't get out, has just taken a refuge in a car to sleep. And this, I have to say, I like Rodger. He makes very smart decisions this entire movie. You expect him to die, but he ain't gonna die because he is smart. And this is one of the ones that, like, for me, in a lot of horror movies, I feel like I would be the person to be like, yeah, I'm going to go in this car, I'm going to sleep, and I'm going to be out of the way. And I'm not going to be in the middle of all of this nonsense because I don't know what's happening. And okay. So that would have worked, except that now Helen's face slumps over the windshield of the car. And this is the moment she had seen earlier of her own dead self. And now he freaks out and runs back inside. Which you were making good decisions before this decision.
I don't know why they keep going back inside, but I guess, like, I'm sure part of that is like the actual, the demonicness, whatever you want to call it, of the house, right?
The power
that kind of pulls you, the power that pulls you back in. So even though you think you're going outside, it's one of those ones you're like, oh, we are stuck in purgatory. We are kind of in a purgatory, in this demon layer, right? And so Rodg ends up back in there, and he's looking, and he ends up teaming up with Judy. Yeah.
So they're going to find Suzanne and Jay with his eyes squished out, and she says, "Hey, how about an orgy? Just having fun. What do you say, guys? Everything's good. We can get Jay hard again. No problem. Let's go." I was like,
"Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. Oh no! I don't want to be in that." And so, it's not great. So it's now we have Sal and Rodger and Judy have like teamed up all together as they had rescued Judy, and they freak out when they see that whole setup. And so Judy goes off running, and this is where we get the "Run, Judy, run" from Linnea Quigley. It's so great. See Jane run, see Judy run, giving a shout out to those little golden books. And so Sal ends up getting pushed out through a window as he tries to run away, and he gets impaled as he goes through, and it does not go well for him. And so, it's very scary. So Judy ends up, in this room that is, got this big old door, and it's kind of scary. We find out through a course of events, it's the crematorium. Because they look to try to escape this house as the demons are coming towards the door that they bolted shut, but the demons are unbolting the door as she and Rodger are hiding in there, and they have to figure out how the heck are they going to get out of there. But Julia, thank goodness,
Judy has
got something in her hands, a little Chekhov's
lighter, because she's going to use the gas pipe from the oven to create a flamethrower and get a double full body burn. Stooge and Angela, shout out to our friend Matt Dinan, and then they get separated, they get back together. Angela's fine though. They set her full body burn. She's okay. No problem. And then everybody's just coming back to life. So I think that one of the fun things about this movie is I have no idea where this power is coming from, who is fueling it, what the rules are. I have no idea. It's all just kind of anything could happen. Goodness, anyone can die, anything. It's fun.
Well, yeah. Well, it's because it's a crazy demon world. It's a crazy demon world on Halloween, and things are going all over this house. So they're able to, get past these guys, but they still have to deal with something else. They're not sure as they're trying to get out of there, right? And so,
Rodger, I love his "you don't get me," and just out the window, just straight out. I'm like, yes, sir, that's how you do it, just out the fucking window. And then he wakes up, I'm alive, and so
he's surprised crazy. He didn't kill himself jumping out the window. He's like, I don't care as long as he's like, I don't want to be I don't want to be caught by these things. I'd rather be dead or jump out this window than be caught by these things, right?
Yep.
So
now they have to cross over that underground stream because that's going to keep them safe. But there's a terrible barbed wire on the top of the fence that they have to climb up. So they are both using bare hands on barbed wire to climb up, which is pretty gnarly. And all the zombie friends start coming for them and pulling her. And Rodger gets out. He gets on the other side, and he could just leave her. He could run because he hears her screaming, and he's like, nope, not going to leave her.
He's still a preacher's son, and he's got to go back for her, and he's a sweetie. Because Judy, though, this kills me in the movie. I mean, obviously she's but she keeps getting paralyzed. I'm like, girl, like they said, run, fucking Judy, run, climb, Judy, climb. Like
Yeah.
she gets this constantly like of like, girl, just get it together. Like you need to keep in motion. Like when you get stuck like that, like you got to keep it moving, girl. And so he does reach back over, he gets her, and they are able to pull over because they had said they needed to make it till dawn. And so
Always.
they make it till dawn. Basically when they get just on the other side of that fence, and it's dawn o'clock.
And it dissolves all of the monsters into green smoke. And then we see the dragon demon big thing horrifiedly angry because they escaped his clutches.
But he got all that other meat, so he should be happy.
And we see their sad morning trudge home, all bloody and defeated as they walk back home together.
The walk of shame. They look like zombies, like literally, like Night of the Zombies happened to them. And they walk past the old dude's house, the angry old man, and they
from the very beginning of the film.
Mm-hmm. And his wife. But we get a little post scene with the old man and his wife after they've seen these kids shamble home, and we find out that the old wifey was using one of his apples to make some apple pie.
I mean, this effect at the end of the movie, chef's kiss. This beautiful razor blade coming out of the throat effect, just blood splashing everywhere. Delicious, delightful. And we get our little prissy granny who says, "Happy Halloween, dear." She planned it all because he's a grumpus.
Yeah, she was done with him. She's like, I'm about to be set free too of my demon. Honestly, I played a wife who poisoned somebody once in a play, a little scene. So it took me back to college. I was like, oh yeah, good on her. Good. Excellent. It's a good for her moment.
Yeah. Okay, so nice. If what I just said didn't send you in the right direction, our gore factor: 1, not enough blood to fill a Dixie cup; 2, a puddle of blood; 3, enough blood to gross out the average viewer; 4, a bathtub of blood; 5 is run for the barf bag. This is a full 5.
Yeah, we got razor blades coming out of your throat at the end of the movie. I think that counts. And also when you get a weird lipstick put in a titty, I don't know.
It's not gore, but you know.
But it is somehow. And then we got movie ratings.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be one of those moments I can't unsee in my brain, you know? It's just
it's been replaying constantly since I watched the movie, and I don't know what else to do with my life right now. Okay, chainsaws. Thanks so much. 1, if you're desperate. 2, barely qualifies as a horror film. 3, seen worse, seen better. 4, not too shabby. 5, fantastic horror. Cool. This is, I think, I don't know, after talking with you, I don't know. This is a 4 for me. Okay. I just was so annoyed with Judy. I wanted to yell at her, but I think that's normal for 80s horror. I'm like, girl, just get it together. I just need her to have a little more motion in her ocean. And I wish she didn't have to be saved at the end. I wish she could have just been like finally done her thing, but she still needed someone at the end too. And I was like, girl.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm very happy that Rodger survived because he deserved to survive. This is a 5 for me. I think it's really fun. Like I enjoy, Halloween movies. This is fun. Like the stereotypes getting together, and like they don't shy away from the gore stuff. We get weird body horror. We get lots of boobs. I mean, it's fun stuff for me. I enjoyed.
80s-tastic. Happy Halloween is what we'll say to that for sure. Yeah. Happy Halloween, Julia. And
it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Thank you, Andy Williams. So have you guys seen Night of the Demons? You let us know what you think about this film as well. Hit us up on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the things. You can join our Patreon. We have good chats over there too. You can let us know what you think. If you have any Halloween movies that you recommend, we are programming already for 2026, believe it or not. So let us know if there's something that you're dying for us to cover for next year as well. We would love to hear your suggestions. You can also hit up Julia about her other podcasts. Julia, can you tell them about your other shows?
I sure can. I'm on 2 other shows. I am on the Losers Club, all about Stephen King, and I'm on Jodorowsky, talking about Alejandro Jodorowsky and his genius works. I also do Horror X with Terry every month with the George A. Romero Foundation. That is the last Thursday of the month. You can see our back episodes on our GARF's YouTube, or
we have a playlist on ours if you want to check it out there too.
Oh, yeah,
cool. That we have put together as well.
Sweet.
So thank you so much. Like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends. Smash that like button, put the little alerts, all that kind of good stuff. For when we have fresh episodes, we're doing more interviews and stuff too. So look out for those along the way. Those have been really fun to throw in as well. Those come out on different days sometimes too. So look out for that. And if you join our Patreon, you get extra little conversations sometimes too. So join us for that. What else, Julia? Teespring merch. Yeah. You can
all
get
the
merch.
things.
Oh my goodness. So many things. And I hope you check your candy, kids. And I hope you don't get invited to I hope you get invited to a weird party, but not a like demon party, if that makes sense.
Even then, I'm like, oh, sounds pretty good. See, this is, I'm the worst.
No,
like,
Julia,
because you're like, how do you survive this film? You don't. No, I don't.
Julia goes to the party.
Yeah, I guess.
As soon as I got outside and there was nobody there, I'd be like, I'm going home. I've absolutely done that in real life, so I would do that for this party. Where
if you got to somebody's house and like, there's a party here, and then it's all dark and quiet, I would probably leave as well. And that seems like pretty basic final girl, final them, final they, final people stuff.
Yeah.
Seems pretty basic. So, follow the gut. If the gut instinct's like, nah.
But every now and again, you go to a party, though, that is like a warehouse party, and it's dark outside and looks like nobody's there, but then you get inside and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like a good dungeon party or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Have a good week,
Maybe
everyone.
we all die.
Please don't die this week. We will see you next week.
Please don't die. We'll see you next week. Okay, bye.
Thank you for listening. Horror Movie Survival Guide is independently produced by Terry Gamble, Julia Marchesi, and Sierra Ryan. Hey, that's me. If you would like to support the show, find us on patreon.com/horror movie survival guide.